Juice FM 107.3. Good afternoon, everybody. It's your man, Charlie Mack. I am here as usual. And like I told you before, we got a special guest in the studio with us today. And I wish I had been running tape already because this dude is already causing problems. He's about to make Tisha Lee fight him. Give it up for the Gangster of Comedy, the one and only Capone in the building.
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, Charles. How you feel?
I'm feeling good, but you got Tisha Lee getting ready to beat you up now.
That's not nothing that's not normal for a woman to want to do.
They want to beat you up?
All the time.
All right, now look, man, I got to talk to you, man. I was looking before you got into the studio. Okay. I was looking online. Like, let me check out Capone, check out. Like, you lost a little weight, man. Like,
yeah, I'm in training. I'm in. Well, a lot of different reasons, you know.
Okay.
I found out I was high blood pressure.
Okay.
So I had to drop the weight.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. And just about staying healthy. So I'm becoming addicted to, when you find out all the stuff that you eat is bad for you, it helps you lose weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So you changed up the diet a little bit?
Yeah, definitely, man. Want to live a little longer.
Want to live a little longer. I feel you, man.
Yes.
Okay, when you walked in, I was like, okay, he been hitting the gym.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I get intimidated. I see brothers come in, I be like, okay. I look at him, see if I can take him, and I'm like, all right, no, I'm going to leave him alone. Okay. And when your name is the Gangster of Comedy, I'm not going to just apply that to comedy. I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, he probably a gangster anyway, so let me leave this brother alone. Where'd that name come from?
The streets.
The streets.
Yes, sir.
I know you get asked that all the time.
Pretty much.
The streets gave you that name, so it just went from a long time ago?
It wasn't long. A couple of years back, I used to be a pharmaceutical person in the streets. And,
okay.
I was very, very, very gangster with it back then. And the name just stuck to me until show business.
All right. Now, the moment you decided to leave the pharmaceutical field and get into the comedy field, was it an epiphany that you had? Or was
No, I had to leave it. I had to, Charlie Mack, because I went to prison. And
it's kind of hard to do certain things when you're locked up.
Yeah, so going to prison told me that this is not what I want to do anymore.
I understand that. Probably not as good if you got caught.
Yeah.
Okay, so you made the transition. Now, was it hard to?
It was very hard. It was very hard because of the fact that, you know, I thought that the entertainment business would be something that would be, you know, people help each other, support each other, and I was totally wrong.
Okay.
In the you know, pharmaceutical business, at least you had you had people who had something that they believed in, you know, loyalty, you know, street cred, and all of that.
Right.
Here, it's what you call crabs in the barrel, to make it real simple. Nobody wants to see you rise. Nobody helps one another. And that's where I kind of came into business, and that's why I got gangster with it. And I decided that if I ever became successful, that I would reach back out and help, you know, younger comedians and brothers who were serious. And truth to be told, one of the first people that I rolled with and kind of like took under my wing when he started was Kevin Hart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, he put the work in,
obviously.
But in New York City, when he came to New York City, that was my dude. And we did our first movie together.
Really? What movie was that?
Paper Soldiers.
Paper Soldiers.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you have, you know, the background of being the gangster but not of comedy, and then you're on a movie set and you're filming a movie, does it play with your mind a little bit? I would think it would play with your mind a little bit, like a little mind game.
Well, the gangster is just something of my aura, who I am. I mean, even on stage, I'm still gangster with it. I keep it real. I don't sugarcoat anything.
You do.
And so,
you do.
It's just something that's my style. And it wasn't the streets that actually made that persona come up. It was who I am.
Your persona.
Yes.
It's just who you are.
Yes.
It's how you approach things.
Right. And it's not something that's a bad thing. It's like, I'm gangster with making people laugh. This is something that I know that I'm going to make you do. So that's the way I take it.
Men always brag about being men, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I learned from my father, that a man is somebody who sticks to his word and ain't afraid to tell the truth. A lot of us in here are not fucking men, because we lie. Men lie for the dumbest shit. We are men. I'll give you an example. This is your fucking phone. You pay the bill on this phone. But when your lady calls you, instead of you telling her the fucking truth, bitch, I don't want to talk to you. You call me too fucking much. That's what you really want to say. But you ain't going to say it. But you call yourself a fucking man. As soon as she Why you didn't answer? And she, here you go. You did what? I called you and I said, get the fuck out of here. You know you're the third person that said this shit today. You know what? I'm gonna take this role to Sprint on Monday. Instead of just telling the fucking truth. Ladies, I'm here to tell you the truth. Ain't no man wanna talk to you all fucking day. No. Sometimes y'all call too much. And you don't have shit to say. But your man love you, so he ain't gonna tell you the truth. But he gonna claim he a man. You call me, I'm gonna tell you, look, what the fuck you want? Some of y'all call so much, you don't even realize you calling. You on one line and call the other fucking line. Hold on, baby, somebody calling me. Hello? Bitch, it's you again!
I know in the beginning, every comic, the great ones and the ones who gave up, they didn't start off good.
Right.
Do you ever look back at some of your early material and be like, ooh?
Well, I don't think it was mostly the material. I think that I looked for support in a community that wasn't there.
Okay.
So I felt definitely like an outcast. Even when I was working with the bigger names, I was so like determined to be successful that they didn't kind of like that, because that bulldog that I had in me was something that you couldn't tame.
Right.
And they were scared to, I'll say it, they were scared to let me go on stage. Till this day, there's a lot of comedians that won't follow me.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know what? But you have to be, you know, and you think about the words that people use with comedians. You know, I killed it,
right.
I crushed it,
Yeah.
I tore the room up. You know,
Right.
so you have to go in with that mentality.
Exactly. The thing is that the fans don't lie.
Yeah.
You know, and the fans, somebody will come out right after you. And I think that, you know, a lot of headliners back in those days, you know, people used to come out on stage, oh my God, you know, like, you should have been the headliner right in front of the headliner.
Right in front of the headliner.
Yeah, so
that's a bad look for you, man. You can't do
exactly. I'm like, come on. I'm not solid yet.
that. Right. You just got to be kicked off the next show.
Yeah, that has happened.
Where is home for you right now?
Right now, you know, I'm born and raised in New York City.
Okay.
I stay between Jersey, Atlanta, and Hollywood.
Okay. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Okay. Wait, you threw me off a little bit because in my head, you know, I'm a Midwest dude,
right?
And I think Midwest cats are just kind of a certain kind of cat. When I think of New York cats,
right.
I think y'all are just a certain, like, you come across as a straight New York dude.
Yeah.
I can't see you doing Atlanta and Hollywood.
Well, when you become successful and smart, you realize that the economy in different places are better places for you to spend your money.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
that's gangster.
That's see, I don't have any money to spend, so I ain't really got them problems right now. It's really a matter of which city do I want to be broke in.
Right,
you know?
I understand.
You know? Well, all right. So where was the first place you moved to after New York? Was it Atlanta or was it Hollywood?
Jersey.
Jersey.
New Jersey. I bought my first house in Jersey, and what I had in Jersey was probably the room size compared to the houses that I seen for the same price in Atlanta.
Okay.
Like, you can go $200,000-$300,000 and get you a big mansion in Atlanta.
Exactly.
And in Jersey, $200-$300, I mean, you get a 2-bedroom house.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember I moved to Atlanta back in the late 90s or early 90s, and I remember I moved with the family, somebody I was with before, and I remember they sold their house here in Toledo.
Right.
And what they had in Toledo, they took that money and bought something in Atlanta, and it was twice the size.
Exactly.
You know, it was huge. You know, I'm like, what the hell? Okay,
exactly.
But in Hollywood, it's got to be a whole lot different.
Yeah, Hollywood is basically where you go. Like, New York is where my office is at. Okay. Now, you know, I rest my head there.
Okay.
Hollywood is where I do the movie stuff at. You know, make sure I stay in the auditions, keep myself relevant. And Atlanta is where the tranquil comes in. Just resting and getting prepared for the hustle and bustle over and over again.
Is it hard to go out and do auditions and whatnot in Hollywood? Because I'm sure, obviously, you go on more auditions than you actually get the gigs for.
Right, exactly.
Is it hard, you know?
I wouldn't consider it hard. I consider it a way of teaching you how to endure passion.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, like, you can go and get a door turned down on you, and you can go to 50 doors. You have to keep that same passion every 50. So you might not get it, but one might open. And if you don't have the humbleness of saying, hey, this could have been 1,000 people.
Right.
You know, when you accept it, if you look at it that way, you don't ever worry about it being hard.
Oh wow, that's a good way. That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
That's, you got to have that mentality, but you got to have that inner strength.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead and keep persevering.
Every song you can't dance to, and if you think you can,
hold on. I got to stop you there. I got to stop him there. He said, every song you can't dance to.
Right.
That is it.
Yes.
That's it.
That's the truth.
Yeah. I don't know if it's copywritten, but I'm stealing that. That's another Charlie Mack quote. Hold on. Let me put it. Every song you can't dance to.
No.
But it's true.
Yes.
All right, now, how often are you doing stand-up now?
I'm every weekend.
Every weekend.
I've been at the Apollo for 16 years. I'm the host there, still amateur night. Every Wednesday, no matter where I'm at, I fly back to do the Apollo.
Okay. Your first time on the stage at the Apollo had to be crazy.
I broke down and cried.
Did you?
Quick story. I don't want to take long
No,
on
you
it.
got all the time in the world. Go ahead.
I was 10 years old, and you know, I was the kid that was always the entertainment for the family.
Okay. Bring a little
yeah, exactly.
Right.
So, being that guy, my aunt took me as a treat for my 10th birthday, and she took me to see the Shy-Lights. Didn't know who the Shy-Lights were, didn't know, but till this day, that is my favorite group. My favorite singer is Smokey Robinson. Seen the Shy-Lights, a bunch of other people, but that Have You Seen a song just always stuck there.
Yeah.
And my aunt sat there and she said to me, you keep doing what you're doing. One day you're going to be on that stage.
Wow.
My hand to God, that is the story that it just breaks me down every time I think about it. And when I first got the job to actually host, I just cried. Man.
Had to be crazy.
Yes.
Had to be crazy.
Yes.
Your first time hosting at the Apollo, was that your first time being on stage?
No, I actually came in as a special guest comedian.
Really?
And the producers of that night saw me and was like, would you like to host here?
Wow.
Yes.
They saw it.
Yes,
They
did.
saw it.
It's amazing how it went because I became the host. Then I became the crowd warmer for Steve Harvey when he was the host of the TV show.
Okay.
So when a lot of people don't know this, but when Monique got the job, I was the one who trained her. We went on tour together, and I trained her how the setup was. And then Whoopi Goldberg got the job. I don't know. A lot of people don't know that.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg became the host of Showtime at the Apollo, the TV show.
I don't remember that season.
And that's how I became the host. Whoopi said, well, if he's training everybody, why not give him a shot? And that's how Susan DePass became my manager.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I don't know if y'all heard that. They hit the ground, but that was a name drop right there. He didn't mean to do it, but that was a name drop right there.
Ladies, I'm going to tell you another secret. Every man in here, whether they told you or not, they got a name for their little Peter. Every man. Some call it Little Big Strong, or call it Little All Night Long. Some shit like that. Me, my nickname is my little buddy. And I used to talk to my little buddy when I was young and 20. My buddy would wake up before me. He'd get up, go, you ready to go outside? I said, hey, let's go, little buddy. Wherever you want to go, I'm going to go. My little buddy, he led the way many years. I started to hit 30. I wake up, can't even find my little buddy. I be looking for him, hey, where you at, little buddy? He peek out, and tired. I said, come on, man, let's go outside and go see what we can get into. No, baby. It was rough. One time I was getting something new. I spoke to my little buddy. I said, you better get your ass up. We gotta get and do what we gotta do, little buddy. My little buddy started to fucking argue with me. I ain't going no fucking way. I'm tired of you choking me. You know I can't really keep myself stable. You wanna choke me and then I drop back down. Keep putting them condoms on me knowing I got asthma, I can't breathe. Put me in a little tunnel. Yeah. Fuck you, I ain't going nowhere.
You know, I usually ask people, at what point do you feel that you've made it? But I don't think with you there has been a single point, has there? There's been so many.
And it's amazing that you asked me that, because that is what I still stand by. There is no level for me.
Okay.
You know, if you sitting there, you put yourself at the top. Like a lot of comedians, you know, right now they say Kevin Hart is at the top. And if he thinks that way, there is nowhere for him to go. I'm not ever thinking that I'm at the top, because I know that there's always a new level. There's always going to be change. And if you want to learn that in this business, you have to make yourself change, that's the only way that you're going to keep being successful.
Wow.
And a lot of cats reach the top, and there's nowhere to go but down.
You have nothing driving you,
exactly.
and there's nothing to look for. So, what is it that keeps you worried? Like I will always remember this, because I do it myself, and I heard Steve Harvey say it. He said he's still to this day always afraid of being broke. So that's one of the things that keeps me, you know, not necessarily money, but the fear of not, you know, being safe and secure. What keeps you? What worries you? What keeps you awake at night? Has you like, you know, I got to do this because?
Well, the thing is health. Health is I'm not your average 45-year-old man. I never drink. I never smoke.
Okay.
As I was telling the brother, I hurt my foot, and I don't know how. I didn't realize that I hurt it until I was getting ready to get up to come here to do the shows. I couldn't walk, but the drive of me being in pain and not being able to perform for the people that paid their tickets to come see me helped my foot heal. And I don't even feel like it hurt anymore. Really? And it was just the point of, I was at the Apollo, and there was a dance group there, and I tried to mimic them. And I did something and twisted my ankle and didn't even realize I twisted until I got to lay down. And then I woke up the next day and I couldn't even walk. But I didn't make it to the plane, but I drove.
Right.
So it's stuff like that mentally, you know, this could be a good break for me to go to another place, or it could hurt me. Like, who would want to come see a dude that don't show up?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You understand what I'm saying?
And not just show up physically, but don't show up mentally.
So that is the thing that I think about. And one of the things that when I went to Africa, and everything in my life, you know, there's some things that you hear, but there are things that actually plays back in your life to make you realize of humbleness.
Absolutely.
We were in Africa, and there was a guy, his name is David Cow. He's a famous comedian out there.
Okay.
When I went to Africa, there was a guy, and me and David is in the restaurant eating.
Okay.
And the crowd starts to form around the restaurant. I mean, like, you would think, honestly, like Puff Daddy or somebody was in there.
Right.
I'm talking about crowds and crowds of people. So I'm very confused. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And there's Africans out there saying, David, touch my baby. So I'm like, dude, you this big? And he was like, you know, very humble. So there was a white guy that walks through the crowd and comes to sit next to us. So he sits there and he talks to me and he says, oh, I finally get to meet the Capone, the guy who is making all kinds of crazy people go crazy in Africa. So I said, wow, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
And he said, no, I'm telling you, like, everybody's talking about you in the show. So I said, okay, you'll come see it tonight. You know, I said, you made it through this crowd. Nobody else can make it, so you must be somebody. So I looked at David and I said, David, he like gave me the thing, like, don't do that, Capone. So I didn't understand what was going on.
Right.
So I was like, well, all right, I'm going to shut up. So the white guy said, okay, well, if it's okay with David, I'll get there. Now, mind you, the show was sold out. So that later on that night, I saw the white guy at the show, and I saw his wife. His wife was Miss Africa. So I'm saying, damn, this guy must be somebody, but why did Dave shut me down?
Yeah, why did he give you the thing?
So I couldn't, it was bothering me. So I asked Dave, I was like, well, who is the guy? And he says, oh, him? That's, you know, his wife is Miss Africa, but he is the regional manager of Mercedes-Benz. So I'm like saying to myself, well, what the hell does he have to worry about a ticket?
Yeah.
So I asked David, I said, well, why would he have to worry about a ticket? He said, one thing I need you to understand. You saw all those people that were out there? A lot of them couldn't get tickets. We don't know how to get their money. some people spend their last money to come see our show.
Right.
Because he got money, should he feel special?
Wow.
Now you understand what I'm talking about.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. And real talk, man. I'm feeling real blessed today, man, because you know, I love it when I meet somebody who makes my mind just open up and take things in, and you know.
So that humbles you.
Yes, absolutely.
This guy is the regional. He gave Dave his first Mercedes. But Dave said it doesn't make him any special because he got that money.
Right.
He has to go because we don't know what these people went through to get their ticket.
Absolutely.
Some of them people spent their last money. So because he got a lot of money, should I make him feel special? No.
No.
Exactly.
Man, see, well, you know what? I'm coming to your show with a pad and paper. Forget the jokes. Tell me something's going to make me special.
Every man in here, I don't care what color you are, when you come, you turn retarded. For those first 5 seconds, you are fucking retarded. No matter how smooth your stroke is, you trying to be all sexy. Oh, this is what you want, girl. This is what you want. Let that nut come in there. And she know you about to come. And she said, you better not come yet. And you like, oh, it's going to be an argument. I'm coming. There ain't no fucking man in this house that can stop that look good. No. I don't care how strong you are. Once the look good come in, that's it. Some of us try to hide it. You know you try to hide it too. You be talking shit. Yeah, because this is going to be all that. You done.
There's a saying that you real recognize real.
Real recognize real.
And that's a strong saying. People who know real things can adapt to it. And people who are real people, you know, sugar-coated shit. You know the guys who come in here. Hi, I'm Capone, and come see me tonight.
Right.
I have nothing to offer. That's not me. And I'm not trying to be who I'm not.
Yeah.
And the thing is that throughout that life course, everything you pay away for. If I didn't go to jail, I would probably be dead. That's how ruthless I was in the street.
Okay.
So everything happens for a reason. I'm a very, very spiritual person. I believe in God all the way. And so with that being said, I give thanks because I know, like we were just talking in the car, and everybody has come to me and be like, man, you was with Kevin Hart, you started him, you should be at his level. No, I shouldn't be. Kevin Hart is where he's supposed to be. There are things that I got going on in my life that I don't need America to know about.
Exactly.
I like sometimes sleeping with multiple women.
There you go.
And Kevin Hart can't do that no more.
No, he can't.
All right. So.
Capone can leave the strip club at 2 in the morning.
Exactly.
Drunk with a pair of purple panties hanging out his pocket, and he'll have TMZ outside.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So when that lifestyle for me is over and I'm married, then y'all can follow me around because it'll be about me and my wife.
Okay.
And it's not about that. I'm not married now, so I don't need you to be where I don't need you to be.
Everybody needs to remember that you are exactly where you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
You know, don't stress it.
Exactly.
You talked about getting married. Are you plan on that one day?
I do want to get married, but I don't believe in divorce.
Oh no, me either.
So therefore,
you gonna kill her?
No. I mean, the thing is, you have to have somebody compatible with you.
Yeah.
And you have to be compatible with them.
Yeah.
Like I'm the type of person if I ain't got nothing to do, I'm sitting meditating. Like Russell Simmons gives me all of the meditation situation.
Brother, this is my dude right here. That Russell and the meditation got me together.
Yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes. So if you're a woman and I'm sitting in the corner meditating and you can't join me, you're not the woman for me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If you're in the kitchen cooking and I can't come join you, then I'm not the man for you. Right. These things, if you're going to become one, you have to learn to become one together. There's no reason that I should be meditating trying to get peace and you standing there yelling at me, clean up the damn house.
Right.
You're always in the corner somewhere. No, that don't work.
Right.
And I want a wife that understands that there's a level for peace, there's a level for fun, and there's a level for enjoyment.
And it can all be,
yes,
all works together.
Even an argument can be fun.
Yeah.
Because it's a disagreement.
Yeah.
And if you got somebody that agrees with you all the time, you got the wrong person.
Dude, listen, man, I don't know what's happening right now. He told me I'm saying the same stuff. I be saying. Yo, like that. I'm telling you right now. One of the reasons why I love my wife is because she keeps me on my toes.
Yes,
not in the come at me kind of way,
exactly.
but you know, somebody who keeps you,
Yes.
motivated, and
That's the truth.
the brother. And oh my goodness, and you talking about meditation. When I started meditating, and it was only 2 years ago, and I didn't realize how much it helped everything in my life.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't realize, but reading Russell's books and stuff like that, I was like, yo, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, talk about that. I'm trying to watch my diet, but I haven't gotten to the vegan stage or anything like that. Have you done any of that yet?
No, I haven't gotten to the vegan.
Okay.
No,
Because now it's going to feel like a failure. I already looked at you when you came in. You already bigger than me. So if you got the vegan thing going, I'm like, damn, I can't beat this dude at nothing. And I'll tell you right now, I'm looking forward to the next time you come back to Toledo, man. I'm looking forward to it, so we can have you back again. And I can't wait to check you out this weekend, man. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Capone at the Funny Bone and Fat Fish Blue. And like you said, real recognize real.
Yes.
And you looking real familiar right now.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for coming in right now. That's going to do it for us. Juice FM 107.3. I'm out.
Thank you.
You can't tell an old man that he ain't get his dick sucked. He will lose it. What the fuck you mean? Dick suck? Y'all don't know nothing about no dick suck. Your grandma was the best dick sucker in town. What do you think I married that bitch for her? What do you know? Your grandmama sucked the dick you ever got your ass put on a ceiling fan? Spit it on me, you talking about Hunt County, your grandma was under the sandbar. And the old man want to prove it. How did they come in here? Tell these boys how you used to suck my grandma come out, get the shut the fuck up, Herman! Herman be so goddamn mad, he start crying. No, you talking about I ain't never got my goddamn dick sucked.